So my husband and I are going on vacation for 2 weeks, and we are about to drop off our dogs to my parents' house, or we're gonna meet them halfway. But it's crazy because we haven't left them alone this long, and I'm about to lose it. But here goes nothing. Oakley? Oakley? So we're leaving our dogs for 2 weeks. We have their food, a little shirt so he can remember me, and their stuff. And then my husband put a picture of us so they won't forget who we are. You ready, Oakley? You got your toys in there. Got my shirt. Got it. Let's go. So we were heading out already, and we forgot Haley's anxiety medication. I don't want her to get scared and worry that we're not close to her. So in case she needs this, we just want her to have it. Haley! Haley, Oakley. Haley Rose, come here. Come here, good girl. Come here. Come jump over. Jump over, baby girl. Haley Rose, come on, jump over. Oakley, you really want to grab your stuff? You gotta wait. Hi, girl. Good girl. Give it to me. Oh. Oakley, drop it. Okay, ready? Ready? Okay, come on, let's go. We gotta go. We gotta go. Hi. Okay, we're gonna go.
Bye, baby boy. Bye, baby girl.
Bye.
Toodaloo.
Bye. I love you. Bye, Haley. Okay guys, so I'm starting a voiceover now, but basically we dropped off the dogs and then we realized that we missed our flight. Supposedly you're supposed to be 4 hours early to an international flight, and I didn't know that. This was our first ever international flight, and so we missed our layover that would have gone to London, and so we had to get on a new flight that went to New York, and it was okay. It all worked out. It was literally the next day in the morning. And so we just, went along with the flow, and basically now you're seeing us go over directly to Athens from New York. But we finally arrived to Athens the next day, and it was beautiful. I just couldn't believe my eyes, and I loved it from the moment that we got there. I mean, honestly, listen to this next recording and tell me it's not the most peaceful thing you've ever heard. It's so cute. It has its paw as its pillow.
Wanna go home to Austin? Wanna go to USA?
Now, Athens was very beautiful, but to give you a rundown, they basically have like this huge square where it's like their main hub. They have a lot of restaurants, a lot of flea markets. You can walk there in the evenings or do it during the day. And basically, they have all their history, right? So it's really nice to go look around as well. Now, it was crowded, but it wasn't as bad as I think their peak hours or peak seasons are. And so overall, it was a good mix of everything. And I feel like we had space. It wasn't that crowded, honestly, even if you see a lot of people in these videos. Now, there was also a strip of restaurants or little fast food places and stores that were holiday themed. And this is something that I had found off of TikTok or Instagram. I can't remember which, but it was really nice to go look at. It was a very different experience. And then here are some examples of some flea market stores. They have a little bit of everything.
It is on this side.
I literally want to move here already, and I've only been here 10 minutes. Our next stop was Santorini, and I cannot lie to y'all, I loved Santorini. Like, we liked Athens, but we loved Santorini, and it felt like home immediately. It was so beautiful, it was peaceful. I know there's people that tell you, oh my goodness, Santorini is so crowded, it's touristy, and it's possible that yes, it is. But guess what? We went during their low seasons, and it wasn't that crowded. I was amazed. And we actually spoke to locals there that said we went during a perfect time. And so in case you guys are interested, we went mid-September, and it was beautiful. The season, the weather was perfect still. It wasn't that crowded. We got to see a lot of things. I mean, this main Santorini hub area in like their Blue Domes area, of course, it's going to be crowded. It's going to be crowded no matter what. But if you're like going anywhere else in Santorini, I would recommend renting out a car. It's so beautiful doing it on your own. I think we paid like $80, and it was just like on our own timing. And so we spent about a week there, and it was beautiful. I wouldn't change that experience for anything in the world. We got to see a lot of different things without it being crowded. We saw their bakeries, their local restaurants. We saw this guy with his 2 dogs, and supposedly he cleans the city and his dogs just follow him around. It was the most cutest thing I could ever think of, but oh my goodness. And then we went to this beach, and it was a red beach, and it was beautiful as well. And we just kind of spent our day there. It was relaxing, it was peaceful, and there was no rush to anything. The next day we did move down south. That's where we were staying, and it was very beautiful. Like, we basically laid on these chairs all day, spent it at the beach and relaxed, had some drinks. This was our place where we were staying. It was beautiful, and we watched the sunset by their lighthouse. Then the next day after that, we had a boat tour, and we had never been on a boat before, so here's all these videos. The boat tour consisted of like 20 people, and then it was a good price. We went to their volcano, swam in the warm springs, and then we went to a different island. I can't recall the name, but it was beautiful as well. And then we just spent the rest of the day walking around and enjoying the beach again by ourselves. Then we returned to Athens, and then we did a little road trip about an hour and a half north of Athens, and we just kind of Googled a place and said, let's go. It was beautiful. It was rural. There was basically no one there. And then our last stop was in London. We basically missed our layover in London on our way from Austin over to Greece. But guess what? We had our layover on the way back. So it was perfect. It worked out, and it was beautiful. We had 12 hours there. We did all of this at night, like midnight, 1 a.m. It was crazy, but we knew we had to do it. And literally in this exact moment, I couldn't believe I was seeing something that I've only seen on TV. And now we're headed to go get our dogs. Our dogs have been away from us for 2 weeks, and we are excited to go see them. We cannot wait. We've been thinking of them this whole time. So yeah, they're with my parents, and we'll go ahead and go get them now. Haley Rose!